Welcome back to Top Tech Growth Hacks. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Today on Top Tech Growth Hacks, we're diving deep into the ever-evolving world of software development, specifically the challenges and trends we're seeing in 2026.
It's such a fascinating topic, Jamie, because the article really highlights this contradiction. Developers have these incredibly powerful tools now: AI-assisted coding, cloud-native infra, low-code platforms, things that felt like science fiction a decade ago.
Absolutely. Yet, despite all that power, teams are under more pressure, navigating insane complexity and making higher-stakes decisions than ever. It's not just technical challenges anymore. It's organizational, ethical, and strategic.
Right. The article breaks it down into a few key areas. On the technical side, rapid technological change is a constant. New frameworks, tools, approaches emerging constantly. Choosing the wrong stack can create long-term limitations, especially when you need flexibility.
And it's not just choosing, it's adapting. Almost half of companies are already using AI features. 40% are cloud native with microservices. Things move so fast, a setup that works today might need updates sooner than you expect.
That leads right into cloud and microservices complexity. The example of placing an online order, which seems simple, actually involves authentication, payments, inventory, notifications. If one part fails, the whole flow can break. Pinpointing the issue without proper logging and tracing, hours of work.
And don't forget legacy systems. Trying to integrate an old monolithic app or an outdated database with modern APIs is a nightmare. It creates technical debt that slows everything down.
Oh, technical debt, the silent killer of projects. And then there's quality assurance. Automated tests catch a lot, but real users interact with products in unexpected ways. Issues still pop up after release, especially with faster release cycles.
Exactly. Moving to operational challenges, the talent shortage and skills gap are huge. Finding experienced developers in AI, cloud, or DevOps is still a struggle, and training existing staff takes time, putting immense pressure on delivery.
Remote teams too. Post-COVID, they're the norm, but different time zones, delayed communication, unclear responsibilities, and less visibility all contribute to delays and miscommunication. Project managers are spending more time just tracking progress.
And this leads to burnout. Workloads are growing, deadlines aren't changing. Developers are jumping between tools, fixing issues on the go. The article mentions 39% of companies report longer delivery timelines, and 33% say system complexity is a serious barrier. It's a recipe for fatigue.
It really is. Let's shift to security and compliance, which is another massive area. Modern apps rely on so many third-party libraries and APIs. The Verizon data breach report saw breaches linked to third parties double in a year. Supply chain attacks are a real threat. And data privacy regulations are a moving target. GDPR fines hit $1.26 billion in just 1 year. Manual processes for tracking data flows and managing permissions are costly and time-consuming. Non-compliance averages almost $9.5 million. Plus, 71% of consumers would stop doing business with a company that doesn't protect their data. That consumer trust stat is sobering. The solution here is strengthening DevSecOps, moving security checks earlier in the workflow, not just right before release. Automated scans, static code analysis, monitoring, it all helps.
Definitely. Now, talking about emerging tech, AI and automation are huge. 90% of developers use AI, and 80% say it helps them work faster. But 30% still don't fully trust AI-generated code. There are challenges with scalability, integration with legacy systems, and the cost of infrastructure.
It also changes the developer's role from writing code from scratch to reviewing, changing, and validating it. It's a shift, not a reduction in workload. Low-code and no-code platforms also bring challenges, like shadow IT, different departments creating their own apps with inconsistent logic, leading to scalability and integration headaches. And Web3 and decentralized systems are still very immature. Inconsistent documentation, changing standards, legal compliance issues with storing data on-chain conflicting with privacy regulations. It's a Wild West right now. So what are the solutions? The article suggests improving development processes, breaking large features into smaller tasks, clear backlogs, automating testing and deployments, and regular workflow reviews. Also, building scalable modular architectures from the start is crucial.
And proactively strengthening DevSecOps, as we mentioned, by integrating security checks earlier with tools like SNCC or static code analysis. For technical debt, regular refactoring, prioritizing fixes, and setting aside time in each sprint for cleanup are essential.
Choosing the right tools and methodologies is also key. CI/CD platforms, observability tools like Prometheus, AI-assisted development tools, and foundational methodologies like Agile, Scrum, Kanban, and DevOps are still providing that structural backbone. Looking ahead to future trends, AI is becoming a standard development tool. Gartner predicts 90% of enterprise software engineers will use AI code assistance by 2028. Also, we're seeing smaller teams with higher expectations, meaning each developer needs to be an AI native engineer, capable of doing what used to take 3 people. That's a powerful shift. There's also a growing focus on developer experience, removing friction from everyday work with better tools and internal dashboards. And security is definitely moving towards continuous monitoring, planned from the start, not an afterthought. It's clear that the software development landscape in 2026 is incredibly dynamic, full of both incredible tools and significant hurdles. Adapting and implementing these solutions is going to be crucial for any team looking to thrive.
Absolutely, Jamie. A huge thanks to our listeners for joining us today on Top Tech Growth Hacks.
We'll catch you next time on Top Tech Growth Hacks.